All right, what's going on, family? What's going on? It's the Guy That Can YouTube channel, IG channel, Facebook channel. Yeah, the Guy That Can. So I'm gonna show you a picture so you can see we got some stuff going on today. Maybe I can't. Anyway, if you look, we got the wood out. Oh yeah, and we got the saws out. So we getting ready to do it up. We're going to build a partition, is what they call it. Building it for the lady of the house. She says she's got to have it, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take you step by step and basically let you see what I did. Some parts I'll cut out, some of the boring parts, but yeah, but you'll get the idea of it. And it's pretty simple. It's really easy. It's not a hard project at all. Just a few little things that we're doing. So stick around. Check it out. I'll keep you updated. Yep. So that's the beginning of it. And basically what we did was took some pallets and broke them down. And yeah, it's in this rough stage right now. But I'm going to sand everything down and, of course, make it look beautiful. And then at the very end, we'll varnish it. Pick out a color, a maple, a cherry, or something like that, and varnish it. So you'll get to see that part of it. This process is going to take more than one day for sure, because even with the varnishing, once I get it all built, basically it takes a day to varnish it and for it to dry, and then the next day you can touch it. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit, but this is kind of what's going on. Got my good wood glue, and we're putting it down, and this will be the border, and we'll finish building it. So yeah, of course, hollering at the dogs. One of them we had to tie up. She didn't want to do right, but all right, we'll keep you posted. All right, again, the Guy That Can. So we coming along. We are coming along. We have built it, got our borders up, and now we're doing fill-in. And all of this is reclaimed wood. That's a big thing going on right now. So we reused pallets, cut them up, and as you can see, it's got markings on it, and I mean it's reclaimed wood for sure. But it's coming along, so just wanted to give you an update, let you check it out. We got it going. Yeah, as you can see, we're fitting it in, and we're gonna cut the pieces, get them right. So again, at the end of this, it will be, we'll take the epoxy like you see on pool tables, or not pool tables, excuse me, bar tables or bars. We're gonna get that stuff and pour in it and fill in the gaps. So yeah, like I say, this is just kind of rough because it hadn't been sanded. Once we do the fill in and get everything locked down, then we'll do the sanding. And like I said, we'll keep you updated as the steps go by. But here it is, the Guy That Can, just a Saturday afternoon. This is what we're doing. Y'all check it out. All right, family, we are down to the last few pieces. Just wanted to give you another little shot at what's going on. Kids outside playing next door, but that's okay. We having fun anyway. So we're down to the last 2-3 pieces here, and there it is. And I know you see the bricks and the concrete blocks or whatever, but that's just weight, so it'll keep it all set down, so that the glue will dry like it's supposed to. So that's just to keep everything sitting down. And then the finished product, again, like I say, you'll see it at the end, because I'm gonna rip it down the center and put the hinges on it, and we're gonna get it pretty. It's gonna be nice. So this is what the Guy That Can does on his time off, days off, whatever you want to say. I got nothing else to do. I'm bored out of my mind. COVID got us locked in, you know. God bless the people who has the COVID or have had the COVID, and you know, bless the families of the loved ones that was lost to this terrible pandemic. Did want to shout that out and say that. So you know, God bless them. Definitely thinking about them. And but anyway, this is what we're doing while we can. So like I say, as you see, got the saws out, Got everything out, drop cords everywhere. Tools, we got them. But there it is. There it is. We'll check back in a bit. Oh, yeah. We about got it finished. It's looking real good. Got my little protection on. Ski mask. Allergies, so they won't bother me. But we about got it the way it needs to be. I'm going to show you a quick clip of it. And the last two pieces are going in. And so I'm going to film that part. Let you see that. How I cut it down and measure it. Because as you'll see in this next clip, some of the boards, shall you say, had to be cut at an angle. Just because it was wider on one end. Or maybe closer on the other. And that's all a part of just using your tape measure like you should. Because, of course, you know, you get a bunch of mixed wood pallets. None of it is going to be perfectly cut wood. It's pallets. You know, basically they use throwaway wood for pallets. Like I said, and we just reclaimed it. So, yeah, that's what it is. It's been a good day. I've enjoyed this thus far. So, I'm going to hand the camera over. And we're going to do the last two pieces. And let y'all see that. And then, of course, next part will be sanding. Of course, which I won't bore you with that. I may put some B-roll in of that, but I won't bore you with that. We'll just show you that part before and after, kind of. And maybe some in the middle. With sanding, I have just a basic Black & Decker orbital sander. Little small sander, nothing major, nothing big. And basically, you'll just buy the pads with the grit of sand that you want. So, of course, if you want to cut more of whatever you're working on, the wood per se, you buy a heavier grit sand. The way I understand it, the lesser the number, the more grit you got. The more the number, the less of grit you got. So, for an example, 80 grit sandpaper will cut a lot harder than, say, 120 grit. Sandpaper, and that's how you know, when you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever you shop for your sandpaper, that's how you'll buy it. It's good to kind of just get some different grits and try it and see what you like, you know, see what works for you. And I think we're gonna do a 60 grit to start off, and then maybe like 120 grit to kind of finish it, because that'll be what you'll want to just like smooth it out and make it real, you know, nice and clean looking. And then, of course, just after you sand it, of course, you want to either blow it off and wipe it down, maybe with a damp cloth, just to get all of the little fine little shavings and stuff, get that all away. Because when you get ready, when you get ready to put the varnish on it or stain or whatever, you definitely don't want those fine little shavings all over your whatever you're working on, material, whatever. So you want to make sure you get it clean, good and clean. And before you varnish it, of course, try to not do it on a windy day. Make sure when you do it, you can somehow block the wind off, stop stuff from flying, because much like paint cars, every little speck of everything that's flying, moving around, when you start to varnish, it will be in your finished product, and that's not what you want. So I'm going to hand the camera over again and let you get some shots of me doing what I do. It's the guy that can. All right, so this is pretty simple here. You want to put your wood in the slot kind of and just mark it off. It's nothing fancy. Because remember, this is what we call patchwork. It's just patchwork. Don't make it harder than what it's got to be. For all of you professionals out there, right, I know you want to measure it. I know you want to get it precise, but don't worry about that. This is really for the people that's doing this home projects and, you know, just regular people. You know, I am a professional pipe fitter, so of course I measure every day. It's what I do. I've used tools, but for this, you know, this is more of a home project. It doesn't have to be too perfect. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. Take it for love, you know. The person that you're doing it for, I'm sure they will appreciate you. So, like I said, pretty much just mark it. And once you get your mark lines, come over here. Line your saw up with your blade. Once we get our blade lined up, this is called the fence. We'll lock the fence down. Use precaution. That's a guard. This is a rip guard on the back, and what that does is once you get the wood to a certain point, once it reaches it, it stops it from kicking back on you. So you definitely want to use a table saw with all of the safety precautions. Protect yourself at all costs. All right, it's going to be a little loud. All right, we got our piece cut. Now we're going to insert it over. So we want to do what's called dry fit, which is basically put it in there, make sure it's going to work, and it is. So let me pull that up where you can hear me. So we go down here and get our glue. Prep the area, make sure it's clean. And the glue will dry up on you. Oh, let's see here. Sometimes that glue will dry up. You could take a sharp object and run it in the groove and clean it out. Get that excess dried up glue out the way. And here we go. So there's no perfect pattern, no, you know, you can make your name, you can make letters, whatever you want to do. You just want to put some glue there to hold it. And once you get it in place, I like kind of a tight fit on my stuff, so I usually will jam it in there just a bit. Let's move that glue out the way. All right, that's the finished product. And in here, I usually put a nail or a staple, whatever I'm working with. Today I have both nails and staple, and I'll put a nail or staple in here to just hold it until the glue sets. So I'll kind of do that at the end. So we get a board, because I'm gonna use the same board. If you have different boards, of course it's patchwork, so you, much like a quilt, you can just use whatever you want, but for these last two pieces, I'm gonna use the same board. And I have lost my pencil. All right, we back. We back. So again, like I said, it's pretty simple. You just wanna put it in place and mark it. All right. Go over to the saw once again. Raise our guides, our protector. We slide our fence over, pull it back. important safety tip. When you're working with a table saw, these are here for a reason, as I said earlier. They hold the wood, they catch it so it don't come back on you. They have teeth on them. So when you make the cut, especially for a non-professional, somebody that doesn't use a table saw all the time, it's a pretty easy tool to use, but it will hurt you. Let's put that disclaimer out there. It will hurt you. So when you're using this table saw, or any saw for that matter, you want to move the wood all the way to the back to where it protects you, to where it don't kick back on you. And when you cut it off, before you touch the wood, you want to make sure the saw is stopped spinning, okay? And that's just to keep yourself careful. So like I said, we got our next piece, and we're gonna put that last piece in. Again, we're gonna dry fit it, make sure it works, and it does. Put some glue in here, make sure it's free of debris. And there you have it. Finished product. Last two pieces are in. Okay, so like I said, you want to lock your pieces down. Whatever nail gun system you got, staple system you got, you use that. Once you get it glued down, get everything set, be careful. And that's it. Always disconnect your tools. Keep it safe. Watch your tools around minors and kids if you have any. Because like I said, this stuff really can hurt you. It is easy to use. They are very simple tools, but they can hurt you. So please be careful. Again, that's it for today. So there will be another part 2. And I definitely want to thank everyone for taking the time out to watch this guy, the guy that can. We appreciate all of you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please. I appreciate it all. And any comments that you may have, please leave comments. Again, this channel is positivity. It's set to be positive, and it's for you know, people, just to give them an idea that it can be done. You know, whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? It's hopefully it motivates someone. So that's what we're looking for. All right. So the guy that can, we're signing off. And I'll put up part 2 in a couple of days once I finish the other part, or start on the other part. All right, we're back. And as a final nightcap, as you can see, we got that grill smoking. This is what we're doing. Low heat, about 250 degrees. I use a cherry, apple, and a pecan wood when I do my grilling, kind of a blend. I know it's weird, but hey, it's what I like to do. And I just got a couple of burgers and dogs on there tonight. Let's see if we can get a sneak peek here. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just a couple of dogs, a couple of burgers, nothing special. You know, nothing special. Look at that fire there. Them wood chips. You can't see them, but they there. They there. Yeah, that's it. That's all we do right there. Yeah, about I don't know if you can see it, but that's the 200 there, and that's the 300 up top. So about 250 degrees. Yeah. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Yes, sir. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Just a little nightcap. Gonna sit back, get some good food, and chill, you know, enjoy the rest of my evening. So again, it's the guy that can, and we're signing off. Please click like, click share, and leave comments and subscribe on my YouTube, because all of my channels are the same: IG, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. All of them are The Guy That Can. And I have a Twitter channel, I believe. I think I set that up. I'm not really sure, but all of them are The Guy That Can. So just look me up. Check me out. Like, subscribe, and leave comments. And share, please. Thank you. The Guy That Can.